Welcome to the Butterfly Effect. Today is stage 4 of Paris-Nice 2021. Mountain stage, they're rolling over a lot of them. They're steep. They're not crazy long like at the Tour de France, but these are steep, super narrow climbs, causes a lot of stress. So the first 3 days of stress isn't going to end today. They're still curb to curb. They're never sure when you watch the early part of the race. The group is never sure who is going to finally take the front and just start lighting this race up. It stays pretty calm most of the day until we get near the finish with under 30K to go is really when you see Jumbo-Visma start doing a little bit of work on the front. With two climbs to go, you see Jumbo-Visma on the front, and it's not... This is where they're kind of stringing out, trying to bring the break back, but they don't have a lot of depth at this Paris-Nice like you see at the Tour de France, where you can put Wout van Aert on the front and just drive it and split it and still have 3 or 4 of your best climbers from your team left on the wheel of Wout van Aert when he pulls off. This is Paris-Nice. There's Trino Adriatico going on at the same time starting today, so their team split in at least 2 groups, and they got a quality field at Trino Adriatico, quality team, and a quality team here at Paris-Nice, but not that big mass strength that they show at the Tour de France that we saw last year. Primož Roglič, though, is really all you need. He's the ace card. He's going to put on a display today and win and take the leader's jersey. We all saw it in the time trial. He was good yesterday, but today confirms it. He was absolutely solid. With 2 climbs to go, though, when you see on the front with Jumbo-Visma, it's George Bennett, and of course, there's Steven Kruijswijk there. Those are 2 strong climbers, but they're not even on the top form that we're used to seeing from them either. So there is a little bit of a chink in the Jumbo-Visma train. Now, the day starts with the breakaway of 6 riders, and this is a feel-good story because it's Anthony Perez, the Cofidis rider in there, who's going to take the King of the Mountains jersey at the end of the stage. Just want to bring this up because last year when I was working for NBC, on the 3rd or 4th stage of the Tour de France, they're leaving Nice. Anthony Perez gets the KOM jersey in the middle of the stage. He has it locked up. All he has to do is finish this stage, and he's going to put the KOM jersey from the Tour de France on that he can hang at the back of his wall for the rest of his life. And after he wins the KOM points, has the jersey, crashes and breaks his collarbone, if I remember correctly, and goes home from the race, never gets the jersey. So now, fast forward to 2021, we're at Paris-Nice. He's in the break. We're heading down to Nice, exactly where he lost the jersey when they were leaving Nice, and now he's coming back in and he wins the King of the Mountain jersey at the end of today's stage. So that was a great feel-good moment, kind of, gave me a little bit of excitement in the heart there for the kid. Great ride by him. Let's get back to the favorites, because with 10K to go, we're getting near the start of the climb. Remy from the Deceuninck Quick-Step rider, he had already attacked and he's up the road, and it's Luis Leon Sanchez who jumps across to him. This move was looking pretty good. There's only one guy left in the break up the road. He looked like he was failing. The 2 strong riders are going across, and you know they're going to catch the lone breakaway rider. In the group behind, when you see the field, this is when it gets to be a tactical mess back there. Because for me, if you want to win Paris-Nice, there's never a time when you should be touching the front of the race unless you're wearing a Jumbo-Visma jersey, okay? Jumbo-Visma, like I said, got a little dent in the armor. They got a good team, but it's not fabulous, and now they're off the front, and you see other teams coming to the front. Many other teams, not just one. We're talking 2, 3 different teams there on the front pulling for Jumbo-Visma. And this is the time, either if you want to win Paris-Nice, you can't do anything. You got to let the Jumbo-Visma guys do it. You got to let Remy Cavagna up there with the Deceuninck Quick-Step. And you have to have Luis Leon Sanchez put pressure. Because remember, Remy Cavagna is sitting second. He was tied for the leader's jersey. So he's a threat when he's up in the break and putting time. They're not great climbers, I know, but they are power. They have a lot of power in the legs. And this climb is fairly short at about 7-8K long. So they can put some serious threat on the jersey for Primož Roglič to defend it. And instead, other teams come to the front. And this happens so often in cycling where you see it. Other teams will take over and start pulling. Man, if you want to win Paris-Nice, you never do the work for Jumbo-Visma. Otherwise, you're not going to win. You want second, third, podium, top 5, top 10. You want to take some points back to your team. Fantastic. Get on the front, do whatever you want to do. Primož Roglič is going to drop all you guys and just take away the yellow jersey today and ride it all the way to Nice. So, anyways, we're going up the climb. Remy Cavagna has bike problems. They're just about to catch the solo front rider there when his gears, it looks like his gears stopped working. He pulls over the side of the road. Disappointing, right? He could tell he's really upset. At that point in time, he wasn't going to make it to the finish anyways when there's 4 or 5 other teams back there willing to do the work for Jumbo-Visma. But it's a sad moment, of course, for Remy because he knows there's still a chance. And you're saying you got a chance. You still want that. You still want that good luck, and you still want to give it a go and get caught the right way instead of having your bike break down on you and give you problems. Instead, there it is. Steven Kruijswijk is back on the front. He's doing a great job. George Bennett has gotten dropped from the group. Now, Steven Kruijswijk stops pulling when the guys start tacking, but that group's still 20 big, and they start tacking. But with 3K to go or so, man, Primož Roglič just lights everybody up. Ion Izagirre, the Astana rider, tries to follow him. He goes with the first initial acceleration, but then Primož Roglič just does another dig and goes solo to the line. It was an impressive ride back for Primož Roglič to just dominate this stage and take the win, take the yellow jersey. Guys, he took the sprint leader's green jersey, okay? And I want to bring out one more important thing, too, on today's stage. A lot of times, riders or directors and fans and stuff, they're always saying, like, why don't you just go on the first climb or something? And I want to point out that all these sprinters that people think can't climb can really climb. Look at Michael Matthews on today's stage. He was going for the sprint points near the top of today's final climb. It's a summit finish, and he's still there in a group of 20 stealing points. All these sprinters are so strong that as long as you're not on day 2, 3, or 4 of a big mountain stage, they're still able to climb with the best in the world. Seen it many times. How many times have we seen Peter Sagan up there in a group of 10 or 20 still climbing with the best in the world? Or you take a rider like Wout van Aert last year at the Tour de France. Everybody at this level can climb at least for 1 or 2 stages. So Michael Matthews is up there. I'm just pointing it out because we might see him later trying to steal points, and he might be back in the green jersey here one of these days later on. He's definitely riding good to be in a group of 20 with the best climbers on a stage like this in Paris-Nice. Some bad luck on the last descent, of course, for David Gaudu, the FDJ rider. He gets up and gets on his bike and does an impressive chase with just one teammate. Gets back to the front group and is even there at the very front with Primož Roglič, fighting it out, trying to stay with his wheel. He won't, of course, be able to stay with Primož Roglič, but he does an amazing job to come back and do that big of an effort after crashing along the flats and then go up that climb. So look for David Gaudu in these later mountain stages because he's clearly riding well. Theo Gegenhardt, not so lucky. He goes down in the crash. It looks like he was the first to crash in the right-hand turn on the last descent there with David Gaudu. Clearly, he abandoned today and didn't finish, so probably has some real damage, maybe something broken. We'll have to see what it is. But Theo Gegenhardt's Paris-Nice is gone. Now, that really takes Richie Porte out. Theo Gegenhardt, who we were hoping, he's Ineos rider, so you know he's quality. Winner of the Giro last year. So we missed Theo Gegenhardt at the finish of today's climb because he may have been the one guy that could have gone with Primož Roglič. And of course, remember stage 1 when Richie Porte crashed out. Now we've lost 2 big GC guys. One's a Giro d'Italia winner. Of course, Richie Porte, podium last year at the Tour de France. So these are 2 guys that could have given the Jumbo-Visma team a little run for their money in Primož Roglič. But instead, we've lost 2 of the favorites. It's always dangerous at Paris-Nice. Keep that in mind. But today, Jumbo-Visma, I see a little dent in their armor, but they're strong enough still to be able to defend this yellow jersey. But if all the other teams really do their job and stop working for Jumbo-Visma, we could see a really good final second to last stage, and of course the last stage around Nice up Col d'Ez. Hope you guys like the butterfly effect. Congratulations, Primoz Roglic. He finished off last year at the Vuelta, winning there. Starts his first race back, already with a stage win, wearing yellow, wearing green. Guys, Jumbo-Visma they are full force riding team right now. Everybody's on form. Keep an eye out for them. See you guys real soon. I'm back for Torino Adriatico Stage 1 real soon. Bye for now.